If you haven't seen my last video, I will give you some context. I came across this channel called TOC Blues Rock, and it had a bunch of blues rock playlists. For some reason, it had a video advertising a movie streaming service called cmovies, and it was obviously a scam. I went on the website, and there were a bunch of inappropriate pop-up ads, and the website kept opening up new tabs on my device. I compared it to FlickZone, which, if you don't know, was another movie streaming service that was being advertised by a bunch of comic bots. Deep here made a video about it. Now, I decided to investigate sea movies myself. When I did, I found something interesting. There are a bunch of websites that use the series domain name, and I'll investigate some of them in this video. I also want to point out that some of the websites I'm looking at right now seem kind of shady themselves. cmovies.is. Now, as you can see from the picture, this website isn't even up anymore. I find that kind I also want to point out that this website appears to be registered in Iceland. cmovies.is, I'm pretty sure that's the code for Iceland, and which I find interesting because the website I went on my last video claimed to be from Somalia. Here's what happens when as for what happens when you actually go on the website, I actually had to keep changing the script for this video because the website kept changing. Here's what happens when you go on the website. It leads me here. When I was investigating this website off camera, it led me to one of those I am not a robot captcha things similar to what you saw there. And I filled it out and it led me to a website of a pop-up ad that said that I had visited an illegal infected website. When I was visiting this website a second time, it was for sale. It looked exactly like the picture here. When I was investigating it again, it just redirected me to some random article. When I was investigating it again, it was for sale again. I find it kind of strange that this website was for sale. It was apparently purchased. Like, it almost gave me a virus. It was for sale again. It was purchased again. And now it's for sale again. I don't know much about the website domain buying business, so I don't know how that works, but that does not seem right to me at all. That seems very shady. I don't know what's going on there. Now let's move on to the second website, cmovies.ac. Similar to the first one, it doesn't seem to be up anymore. And this one is similar to the first one because this website keeps changing a lot as well. It just leads me to here. When I was investigating this website off camera, it led me to a website that said that I had visited an illegal infected website, and now it leads me to here. I also want to point out the domain name for this website, cmovies.ac. .ac is the domain name for .ac is the .ac is the domain name for a country called Saint Helena, Ascension, and Trista da Cunha. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I find it strange because I have never heard this country before I searched up the domain name. You learn something new every day, I guess. It appears to be a series of islands located between Africa and South America. I find it strange that this website is registered in a country that I have never heard of before, and it has the same name as a bunch of other scam websites. That proves three things. Either the CMV's domain name is owned by one group of people, and they allow a bunch of scam websites to use the website name. The group of people that own the CMV's domain is partner of a bunch of entities around the world that make websites that use the domain name, or these websites are all owned by the same company and they are just making different websites and making it seem like they are registered in different countries. All three of those possibilities seem to prove that something shady is going on. cmovies.so, I already made a video about that. cmovies.co. This website almost looks exactly like cmovies.so. Look, I'll go on it right now. This is cmovies.co, and this is cmovies.so. They look They look almost exactly the same. They have the same like design and everything. They even have the same logo. The only difference is that cmovies.co doesn't have that giant low quality banner image at the front of the website. Now, that proves I find it strange that this website looks exactly the same as cmovies.so and it's registered in a different country. Like, this website claims to be registered in Colombia. cmovies.co, I'm pretty sure that's the code for Colombia, while cmovies.so claim to be registered in Somalia. That further proves that something shady is going on with these websites, since it is proof that it is run by the same company that owns the cmovies domain, or at least the same entity that runs cmovies.so. This is reminding me of the Cauldro stream comment bots. If you don't know what happened, there are these comic bots
No shit.
advertising a movie streaming service called Cauldro Stream, and it was obviously a scam. DPR made a video about it. What was special about it is that it looked exactly the same as FlickZone, the other scam movie streaming service. Like, look, he's switching between two websites right now. Anyways, so if you guys ever come across something advertising a movie streaming service that you have never heard before, there is a high chance it could be a scam because since it is not run by an actual company, it can't actually pay the people or company that made the movie. Movie streaming services are more likely to be scams because they are pirating movies, and as y'all know, piracy is illegal. So, yeah, I might investigate some more websites in the future video, but those are the few that I can do right now. So, thanks for watching.